بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Iqra, a show designed to help you improve your recitation of the Holy Quran step by step. Now in the last episode we have been looking at Sifat al-Huruf, the qualities or attributes of the letters as they stand on their own. And the particular quality that we focused on in the last episode was the quality of istifal, the quality of lowness. We said there are 19 letters which are light letters, letters of lowness. Now, do you remember what they are? Let's recap very quickly. We have alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, dal, ذال, za, sin, sheen, ayn, fa, kaf, mim, noon, waw, ha, and ya. Let's go through them one more time. We have alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, dal, ذال, za, sin, sheen, ayn, fa, kaf, mim, noon, waw, ha, and ya. The 19 letters of istifal. Of course, the best way to remember what the letters of istifal are is to remember that aside from lam and ra, which are exceptions, all the letters which are not the letters of isti'la, not the heavy letters, these are the letters of istifal. So the rest of the 19 letters of the Arabic alphabet are the letters of istifal. And they are pronounced with an empty mouth to produce a light, soft, sweeter sound. Now I'm sure you've been practicing a lot from home and have really learned to refine and apply this quality perfectly. So we'll move on now to another quality, another sifa of the huruf of the Arabic alphabet. We will now look at the quality of qalqala. What is the quality of qalqala? Well, qalqala literally means vibration, echo, resonance. And it refers to certain letters of the Arabic alphabet which when they possess a sukoon, when they carry a sukoon, they will be pronounced with a vibrating quality, with an echo, with bounce. So the letters of qalqala are certain letters which when they carry sukoon, they will be pronounced with added emphasis, with echo, vibration, bounce. Now what are these letters of qalqala? There are 5 letters of qalqala. They are qaf, ta, ba, jim, and dal. The 5 letters of qalqala are qaf, ta, ba, jim, and dal. A great way of remembering the 5 letters of qalqala is to make the acronym qutub jad. Qutub jad will enable you to remember that the letters of qalqala are qaf, ta, ba, jim, and dal. Qutub jad. So, These 5 letters of qalqala are pronounced with a vibrating quality. How do we give that vibrating quality? So basically, when we find that any of these letters have a sukoon, we will trap the sound of that letter and then release it. The release intention will give that vibrating, echoing quality. So, let's have a go, shall we? Let's look at the letter dal. For example, in Surah Ikhlas, the first verse of Surah Ikhlas, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul huwallahu ahad. Now, ahad, when at the end of the ayah, I will give it a sukoon, ahad. So therefore, dal, being a letter of qalqala, I need to give it that echoing sound, the vibrating quality. So instead of saying ahad, I will say ahad. Ahad. Can you give it a try? Ahad. Did you hear the echo at the end? So that added oomph, that added stress is the quality of qalqala. Ahad. I have to be careful, however, that when I'm trying to give the qalqala, when I'm trying to give that added bounce or resonance to the letter, I make sure that I do not change the haraka from sukoon to, for example, fatha. For example, I don't say ahadda. The sukoon must remain a sukoon. So I have to say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul huwallahu ahad. Ahad. Similarly, for example, we have falaq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. The qaf, when I recited this ayah, I did not give qalqala. Now that I know that I should be pronouncing the qaf with qalqala when it carries the sukoon, I will say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I will recite Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Falaq. Did you hear the qalqala? Now the qaf is a little bit more tricky to pronounce with qalqala than dal for most people. So again, we need to practice. An example of a word with ba, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Surah Al-Lahab. We recite Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Did you hear the qalqala? Tab. Instead of saying tab, I will say tab. I trap the air, I trap the sound, and then I release the sound, and the release of tension will give that vibrating quality. So, let's look at, or let's listen rather, to Surah Ikhlas. Surah Tawheed. We will listen to the Qari recite the surah, and we will focus our attention on the pronunciation of the dal at the end of the ayat, which will be pronounced with qalqala. Try and listen very carefully. If you're able to, also recite along with the Qari. Okay.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahus samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
Good, well done. Let's try and listen to the surah once more so that we can practice a little bit more.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allahus samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad.
I'm sure the second time it was a little bit easier because we had another go, and practice obviously makes for better recitation. So, that was Surah Ikhlas. Let's look at a slightly more challenging surah, and that is Surah Falaq. Again, another short surah from the 30th juz of the Holy Quran, which again you may have memorized, so you are able to practice this at any time of the day, even when you don't have the Quran in front of you. And inshallah, with practice, you will improve and be able to recite with excellent tajweed. So, Surah Falaq, Here we have qalqala of qaf, ba and dal. So it's a little bit more challenging, but it is a test to see whether we can apply the qalqala. So listening to the qari now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Good. Let's listen to the recitation of Surah Al-Falaq once more. Again, recite with the qari and check your own recitation to see if you're giving the vibration, the qalqala or not.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Excellent effort. Okay, so we've looked at Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Ikhlas. Other surahs that I would also recommend for you to practice from home are Surah Al-Alaq, which is slightly tricky, Surah Al-Lahab, which we mentioned as well. So lots of surahs that we can practice from to improve and refine and polish our application of this quality, qalqala. So that was qalqala. We now move on to another quality, another sifa of the huruf of the Arabic alphabet, and that is the quality of lean. Now, what is the quality of lean? Lean means softness or ease. Lean means softness or ease. So when is lean applied? Lean is applied to the letters waw and ya when they carry a sukoon. So when waw or ya carries a sukoon and is preceded by a letter carrying fatha. So when we have waw or ya carrying sukoon preceded by a letter carrying fatha, we will have to apply the quality of lean. So that means that the waw and the ya will be pronounced with softness, with ease. Let me give you an example to make it more clear. For example, we have the word yawm. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin in Surah Al-Fatiha. Yawm. Now here, because the waw has sukoon and it's preceded with the ya which carries a fatha, I will have to make sure that I give that particular quality of lean to the waw. That means that I have to make sure that the waw is pronounced clearly, sweetly, softly, and is not swallowed up as I recite. So for example, I will make sure that I won't say Maliki Yawmiddin, where I couldn't hear the waw very clearly, nor do I make it heavy. I have to say Maliki Yawmiddin, Yawmiddin. So the waw is given its distinct quality of lean. It's pronounced softly, sweetly, and clearly. Maliki Yawmiddin. An example with the ya, we have, for example, Layl. Sometimes, often I've heard pronunciation of this word as Layl. Again, here we're ignoring the quality of lean for the ya. In fact, we're almost ignoring the ya completely. So we have to make sure that we pronounce this word as Layl, giving the quality of lean to the ya, giving the ya its correct due. So, Yawm and Layl. There are lots of other examples. Let's look at a few of them. And inshallah, if you repeat the word after me, you'll be able to work on your own pronunciation as well. So, We have, for example, in the Holy Quran, we have كيف, كيف, طير, ليس, ريب, لون, قوم. Now, when we have the waw or the ya with sukoon preceded by a letter of isti'la, this is where it becomes a bit more difficult. We need to make sure that we still give the heavy quality of isti'la to the letter that precedes the waw or the ya, and then maneuver our mouth very quickly so that we then first are rounding our mouth for the heavy letter, then emptying our mouth and giving that soft quality of waw and ya very quickly so that each letter is pronounced correctly. So, for example, qawm, I'm giving lean to the waw, but I still have to give the heavy qualities to the qaf. The same thing, for example, for the word طير. Ta is a letter of isti'la. Ta is a heavy letter. But still, I have to still give the quality of lean to the ya. So, طير, طير. Notice I'm rounding my mouth for the ta and then stretching it for the ya very quickly. طير, طير. You have a go? طير. Good, excellent. So, this is the quality of lean. It applies to the waw and to the ya when they carry sukoon and they're preceded by a letter carrying fatha. So now we've looked at two more qualities of the letters. We have looked at the qualities of qalqala and the qualities of lean. I think that should be enough to keep you busy for a while. So, inshallah, I'll leave you now to go home and practice. Listening to excellent recitation of the Holy Quran, which inshallah all of us have access to, alhamdulillah, and also practicing at home. Again, use the short surahs that we have in the Holy Quran. For example, Surah Falaq, Surah Alaq, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Lahab, for practicing qalqala, because these are surahs we may have memorized and are familiar with, and therefore we can practice easily and more regularly. Also, bear in mind that we have this quality of lean, which we also need to apply if you want to recite the Quran with the correct tajweed. So, inshallah, join me next time for another episode of Iqra, where we will discuss the rules of the letters, moving on from sifat al-huruf to ahkam al-huruf, the rules of the letters, inshallah. For now, let's end with a short dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. اللهم ارزقنا بكل حرف من القرآن حلاوة وبكل كلمة كرامة وبكل آية سعادة وبكل سورة سلامة وبكل جزء جزاء بفضلك وجودك وكرمك يا أرحم الراحمين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين. O Allah, grant us grace through every letter of the Holy Quran, honor through every word, happiness through every ayah, security and peace through every surah, reward through every juz. By your grace, generosity and kindness, O the most merciful of the merciful. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.